All right, guys, let's take a look at one of these funny videos from one of these weird-haired, septum-piercing Democrat girls that like to go on TikTok and act like they know what they're talking about. I'm going to stay way over here. Keep away. Stay over there. Stay over there.
I'm going to hold your hand with an industrial paper towel when I tell you that your comments saying nose ring theory are literally doing the opposite of what you think they are. I want to look this way. I want you to be able to look at me and see that I am a safe space and that I don't tolerate fucking bullshit. I want you to look at me and know, fuck Donald Trump, fuck men, honestly.
Yeah.
And fuck what's going on in the world right now. Fuck the genocide in Gaza. And fuck anybody who thinks any differently. Honestly. If I'm not for you, good.
All right, well, here we go again. Here's the face of the Democrat Party these days. Another emotionally unstable TikTok girl with a nose ring, algae hair, and the exact same personality as every girl who thinks astrology is science and deodorant is optional. She starts with, I'm going to hold your hand with an industrial paper towel when I tell you that your comments about the nose ring theory are doing the opposite of what you think. Wait, an industrial paper towel? Do you think free speech gives you a rash or something? What's the matter with you? That right there is the liberal sweet spot. Fake kindness mixed with smug condescension. Listen, girl, you didn't disprove the nose ring theory. You validated the theory like it was your side hustle, although you're a liberal, so you probably don't have a hustle, let alone a side hustle, but I digress. The nose ring isn't edgy anymore. It's not rebellion. It's a starter pack for unresolved trauma. A dangling do not date sign right in the middle of your face. And let's be honest, 99% of women with nose rings need therapy, and the other 1% already became therapists to justify their own baggage. That ring, it's not jewelry. It's a red flag you pierce through your own septum. It's not a vibe, it's a warning label. And then she hits us with this gem. I want to look this way so people know I'm a safe space and don't tolerate bullshit. Right. Because nothing says safe space like a chick who looks like she bites during an argument and throws amethyst crystals at her landlord. You don't look like a safe space. You look like a Pinterest board made during a mental breakdown. You don't reject bullshit. You breathe it in like it's essential oils and scream it back on TikTok. You're not a safe space. People don't feel better after being around you. They feel like they need a nap and a tetanus shot. And then, like every overcooked progressive on the internet, she hits the holy trinity. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck men. Fuck what's going on in the world right now. Amazing. Inspiring stuff. It's like watching a slam poem written by a drunk raccoon with daddy issues. Fuck men. Bold strategy for someone who's a few years away from owning 6 cats and blaming capitalism for it. And fuck the world. Let me guess, your biggest act of strength is calling corporate because the barista didn't validate your trauma when they ran out of lavender syrup. You're not fighting the system. You're rage posting from an iPhone in your apartment that your daddy pays for. And just when you think she's done, boom, she's got to throw Gaza in there. Because apparently, if you yell loud enough about your nose ring, you earn the right to casually drop international conflicts like toppings on your trauma pizza. You don't care about Gaza. You care about attention. And you're throwing a war zone into your rant because you think it makes you sound deep. It doesn't. It makes you sound like a dumbass. Here's the real issue. You think anger equals depth. You think chaos is a personality. You think trauma gives you authority. But all it gives you is volume. You're not interesting. You're not powerful. You're not saying anything new. You're just the latest in a long line of unstable girls screaming into the algorithm, hoping that someone, somewhere, validates you in a way that your parents didn't. And the sad part, you could have had a real opinion. You could have made a real point. But instead, you chose aesthetics over clarity, volume over value, and dysfunction over dignity. You're not shaking the system. You're shaking from unprocessed emotions and a third cup of cold brew. So, no, I'm not listening to someone with a pierced red flag in the middle of her face and a victim complex in every sentence. You're not brave. You're not wise. You're not a safe space. You're just a nose ringed mess yelling into a phone and proving the nose ring theory with every single word. Plus, nose rings are really gross, all covered in snot and shit. I mean, could you pick a worse place to pierce? I mean, disgusting. How did this trend get started? Because it is like how to look the least attractive as possible. Is that what the goal is? Because I think that it really works. It does really work. And it's like, do you have to have a card that says I'm I'm have mental health issues before the the piercing can be done? You have to have a note from your doctor that says I'm on 4 different medications because I'm a a white girl in America and I have it so tough that I have all this trauma and baggage. And I need so much so that I need to go and bitch about it on TikTok because that'll do something. It doesn't do anything. I mean, it just makes you look like a fool, makes you look like an idiot. And they don't know anything about anything. And yet they act so arrogant and smug like they know about global affairs. Get the fuck out of here.